Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the home mentoring session of accountancy. Myself, CSK Khanna from the SD Vidya School, Ambala Kent. Dear students, today we will learn the last segment of this lesson, that is of change in the profit sharing ratio among the partners relating to the preparation of the revaluation account, partners capital account and the balance sheet depending upon the situation which is given in the statement, that is whether the partners want to distribute the changes in these items or whether the partner do not want to change or do not want to distribute these items. We will understand these two very important questions. First, we will learn this question from your exercise. X and Y are partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 4:3. Their balance sheet as at 31st March 2016 stood as follows. They decided that with effect from 1st April 2016, they will share profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. So please understand that this ratio which is given at the beginning, X and Y, sharing in the ratio of 4:3, it will be regarded as the old ratio. While they decided that with effect from 1st April 2016, they will share future profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. It is treated as the new ratio. Now, for this purpose, they decided that fixed assets are to be depreciated by 10%, a provision of 6% be made on debtors for doubtful debts, stock be valued at rupees 1,90,000, an amount of rupees 3,700 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed. Partners decided to record the revised values in the books. However, they do not want to disturb the reserves. You are required to prepare journal entries, capital accounts of the partners and the revised balance sheet. Now, first of all, we understand that how all these items to be adjusted in the books of accounts, considering a very important relevant variable which states partners decide to record the revised values in the books. However, they do not want to disturb the reserves. You are required to prepare journal entries, capital accounts of the partners and the revised balance sheet. Let's start one by one. First, we will cover to the revaluation account journal entries one by one. Fixed assets are to be depreciated by 10%. Value of the fixed asset is given 1,50,000 in the balance sheet. When it is depreciated, there is a loss of 10%, that is rupees 15,000. Then a provision of 6% to be made on debtors for doubtful debts. So we will calculate 6% on the amount of debtors, that is given rupees 1,20,000 into 6 by 100. It comes to rupees 7,200. So these two items are having a loss. So they will be debited to the revaluation account and the journal entry will be revaluation account debit with 22,200 to fixed assets 15,000 to provision for doubtful debts with rupees 7,200. These two items being adjusted. Third item is stock be valued at rupees 1,90,000. Value of stock is given in the balance sheet is 1,40,000. It is revalued at rupees 1,90,000. It means there is appreciation to the value of stock to the tune of 50,000. So 50,000 is the income or indirectly credit to the firm and the entry will be recorded accordingly in the credit side of the revaluation account. So stock account to be debited with 50,000 to revaluation account with 50,000. You could add an independent entry. You may have a compound entry. Next item is an amount of 3,700 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed. Please understand, again it is the income because the liabilities has been decreased. I repeat, an amount of rupees 3,700 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed because our creditors being reduced by this amount of 3,700. Firm has not to pay rupees 3,700 to the creditors. It will be regarded as the income of the firm. So likewise, it is to be credited to the revaluation account. So see here now, stock account debit as it is appreciated 50,000. The liabilities being reduced, that is sundry creditors debit with 3,700 to revaluation account with 53,700. Revaluation account is to be credited by total amount of 53,700. So revaluation account is credited with 53,700 and it is debited with 22,200. Now here we will prepare the revaluation account and get the result of the revaluation account. When you prepare the revaluation account, you will find out that there is profit of 31,500. Please understand, credit side 53,700, debit side 22,200. There is a profit of 31,500. This amount of profit will be credited to the old partners in the old ratio. Please understand, this amount of 31,500 will be credited to the old partners in their old ratio, that is 4:3. So X will have 4 by 7 of 31,500, that amounts to rupees 18,000. Y will be credited 3 by 7 of rupees 31,500 with rupees 13,500. So the entry will be here, revaluation account debit to X capital account to Y's capital account, because being revaluation profit distributed between the partners. Now see here, the revaluation account is prepared accordingly and you will find out this amount of revaluation profits. Now here, understand that partners decide to record the revised values in the books. However, they do not want to disturb the reserves. They do not want to disturb the reserve. Revalued values of the assets and liabilities they want to show in the books revised value. So here old partners will be credited in the old ratio to the result of revaluation. Now very important thing, there is the concept of they do not want to disturb the reserve. What we have to do? I told you that there are two conditions. If they want to show, we have to make the old partners old ratio credit. If they do not want to show, then we have to find out the gaining and sacrificing ratio, and accordingly the partner who is gaining to be given the debit and the partner who is sacrificing will be given the credit. Now here it is mentioned regarding reserve only, they do not want to disturb. Reserve value is 42,000. So we will find out the gaining and sacrificing ratio, and when we calculate the gaining and sacrificing ratio, we had noticed that X is gaining by 2 by 21 and Y is sacrificing 2 by 21. We will calculate 2 by 21 of the 42,000, the amount of reserve, and credit and debit to be given accordingly. As X is gaining, X is given a debit, Y is sacrificing, Y is given a credit. How this 4,000 is calculated? 42,000 into 2 by 21. 42,000 is the amount of reserve, 2 by 21 is the ratio of gaining and sacrificing. Accordingly, entry is recorded this way with rupees 4,000. Now revaluation account is prepared. Let's come to the partner's capital account. Now by balance BD, the balance of the capital which is given in the balance sheet 2,40,000, 1,20,000, it is credited here. Revaluation profit is 18,000, 13,500 according to this third entry. We had credited the 4,000 as usually, that X is to be given the debit and Y is to be given the credit. Y is here credited with 4,000, X is here debited with 4,000. We will find out the balances in the capital accounts and then we will prepare the revised balance sheet, and that revised balance sheet will be prepared with the amount that changes as per the revised value. Now what amount we have to return in the balance sheet? Creditors 28,000 minus 3,700, that is 24,300. Reserves again 42,000. They will be shown as it is because 4,000 been only adjusted accordingly, and the reserves they do not want to disturb the reserves, so they remain as it is. Capital account shows the revised capital account balances for X and Y, 2,54,000 and 1,37,500. For asset side, the revised value of assets will be shown cash as usually 20,000, debtors 1,20,000 minus 7,200 as there is provision for doubtful debts. Stock is 140 plus appreciation 50,000, that is 1,90,000. Fixed assets 1,50,000 less 10% depreciation 15,000. Outer column 1,35,000. With this way, the balance sheet will also agree. This type of the question is very important and may be asked by the CBSE in the final examination. So I hope you had understood this way. I will continue with another numerical in my next video relating to the same aspect.